Good. We should be live. Let me put the chat window on. I'm still holding my crystals. Lovely. Beautiful. So, welcome to your monthly meditation. I am aware of it that it's such a beautiful day that probably everyone is outside. I wish I would be outside too, but it's okay. We'll still go outside afterwards, and I do want to record this meditation so you guys can get back into it. So welcome to meditation in terms of the chakras, number 5. Color, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you can see, is blue. So let's get into it. We did start with the portal. Originally that was the 11th of 11th, right? So that was in November. Then we took it to December, where it was the equinox, right? And that was another important meditation in terms of the ascension, in terms of the change of the energy. Now, in terms of the chakras, we did your root chakra, where we trying to get rid of the fear. Then we were going through your orange one. What was your sacral chakra? Was associated with the guilt, right, or blocked by guilt. Then we went in the center of our power, and it was your solar plexus, where we talk about the personal power, about the nice balance between the earthy and between the spiritual, right? So as above, so below. And last month we took it through your heart chakra, and that was exactly on a day of the spring equinox on the 21st of March, and that was another important day in terms of the energy. So we hop into April, and the 5th chakra today, what we're talking about, is your blue chakra, so it's your throat. Unlike the other ones, right, where I did relate it a bit more with the situation, what was going on in the world, we now start going into the higher chakras, and these chakras rather work with that divine, right, and we start getting more into that intuition. By all means, nevertheless, as we said, the bottom one, fear, guilt, shame, grief was blocking. Number 5, your throat chakra is blocked by lies. So if you do have some personal issue with your throat chakra areas, right, so we're gonna go slightly more into the details. You can take it personal, but as each of these chakras, I'm gonna slightly apply it to help the world, help the humanity. So we'll take the meditation also. So we'll try to help the world to get rid of the lies and lots of decisive things what are happening right now. So I leave it to you. You want to take it personally, go on a personal journey. If you feel like that your throat chakra, your expression is fine, take it to help the world to get rid of the lies. And we know that it's plenty of them right now in many aspects. And I also would like to dedicate this meditation to all whistleblowers who are now coming from the police force, from NHS, you know, the nurses, the doctors, and everyone who's got the courage to speak the truth. So that's the start of it. So let's go a bit more through the details, right? So throat chakra, as you can see, is by the name, right, is located on your throat between the collarbones, and as we said, the color associated with this chakra is blue. Now, because everything is frequency, everything is resonance, everything is vibration, right? Also, the colors got specific vibration, right? So that's why we can relate it to a specific chakras. Now, your throat chakra is the center of a self-expression. It's the center, as we said, of the truth, right, and of the being. Now, if the throat chakra is, very well nurtured and very well balanced, we have a great ability to communicate. So anything what's coming with the communication is part of your throat chakra. Now, it's not just the communication, it's also the sound, right? So everything related to sound on the physical but also on the metaphysical level is related with the throat chakra, right? Because we're talking about an expression. So the sound is expression, right? In this chakra, we have that ability to communicate emotions and feelings. So if I go back into the previous one, which chakra was about that emotions and feelings? It was your second one. It was the orange one, right? The sacral chakra. So these two are slightly related, but in that way is that your sacral chakra, because it was where our like a male and female reproductive organs. So here these emotions and feelings are birthing, right? It's rather like there's the creation of it in it. Where with the higher chakra we're going, so your fifth, the throat one, we talk about rather the expression, so rather communicate the way how you feel. So you are not shy to say what you mean, or you are not overly verbal and you don't overpower the others with your voice. Yeah. So with all of these chakras, it might sound for some a little bit woo-woo, but what it is, they are energetic centers, right? And you can see it under research in terms of the kinesiology. Lots of biophysicists working also in this department already. And in our group chat, I sent you the new documentary, what's called Superpower, and it was many biologists, psychotherapists, psychologists, quantum physicists, and also quantum biologists who were interested in all of these, because we know it's very much related to our well-being. So this center is also associated, as we said, with that like a higher aspect. So also your intuition, and that higher creativity would be lying in this area. And also, once this chakra is balanced, you can reflect also on yourself. And it's sometimes very important, because it's one thing that we're not saying lies to anyone else, but often lots of people do have a problems because they like them to themselves. Yeah. So also here you expressing yourself, giving space for the higher self. So it's all talk about that expression. Now on the physical level, we said, right, it is located in the throat area, so between the collarbones, in this area. And the gland, what is actually guiding, right, is this center, is your thyroid and also parathyroid. So if you do have some issues with your parathyroid underactive and your thyroid underactive, overactive, anything what's going on, knows that there is some balance of this chakra need to be happen. And sometimes it's the little things like even in your family. Are you telling your partner the way how you feel? Are you honest with your kids? You know, are you honest with your family? Are you honest at your job? And this is very important aspect because today, just before I was doing this meditation, you know, I'm on a various group chats and I listen and I posted through my social media the the videos of, as we said, a couple of whistleblowers. And if you're not happy in your job, and we said that these are the people from the like main lines, right? The, as we said, the key workers who actually are ordered to guide our society with everything what's happening. And some of these individuals, they said that they are ashamed to put their uniform on because they are forced to hold the truth from the public. So things like this, if it go over long period of time, that will create an issue, right? It could be the throat tumor, so it could be anything related. We said further to the throat, it's also your tongue, it's jaw, it's usually the teeth issues. Now also your ears, right? We said it's communication is a listening and active listening. So if you have an ears issue, now also the whole area of the neck. So if you have issues with your cervix spine, right, 7 vertebrae, or also the shoulders, lots of tension, lots of going on, right? So it's all related. So with these whistleblowers, is if these people would hold their truth inside and the way how they felt about it, they would not speak up, it will later on lead to an issue. So it is very important to have a voice, yeah, and it's not just for yourself, but you need to find the voice because, as I say, you never know who is watching. And it's usually the younger generations, or perhaps your kids, or other people around who maybe need exactly your words. So I do encourage you, and it doesn't have to be related just to the current situation, you know, in terms of, I don't want this video to be demonized, so, and so in terms of the, you know, what's going on now, right, that thing, or anything else. So if you guys know deep inside what is happening, or you are in the position where you can speak truth, please be so, do so, as you helping the humanity and you also helping each other, yeah, because sometimes the communication is poor, yeah, and sometimes the truth wants to be withheld by certain individuals, yeah. So let's continue going further. What else we have through the throat is a connection to the realms, to a different realms and to a spirit, right, to your highest self. And that can also create sometimes problems because if you're not sure, if you're not living that life purpose, if you're not creating, if you're not communicating, or if you're not doing the things what you want to do, or perhaps you're not sure, right? All of these things can relate later to the blockages. Now, we always say that intuition, I want to be intuitive, but do you really want to be intuitive? You know what I mean? I have few clients who I coach, and they don't listen, right? And it's not a judgment. Everyone is ready in their own time. I'm not there to, to force the truth on anyone, because as my friend said, and I totally agree with this, the truth needs to be learned, not forced. And therefore, knowledge is a power. So keep educating yourself with the neutral publication, neutral website. Go do your own independent research or on anything what you're doing. You don't even need to you don't need to also take my word, do your own independent research in terms of everything. Because we know, especially government and politicians like to withhold the truth. If we're looking at it again from the higher perspective, it's all game. Things are not good, no bad. Things just simply are, right? But you are part of the game. So play to your best knowledge. That's all what I said. Now, as we said, the listening is so important. You working? Okay, very good, very nice. As I said at the beginning, so some people, you can use this meditation for your personal work. If your throat chakra is nicely balanced, you can use this to help the world to stay in a truth. So we're going back to it. So in terms of that spiritual and intuition, right, we need to learn how to listen. The active listening is also important for your knowledge, right? So if we are very loud, so that means there is excessive amount of the energy in the throat chakra, and we need to balance it out. It needs to be nice balance between the listening and speaking. Beautiful. So if we go to the details now, and in terms of the expression, we can have, as we said, the excess or insufficiency in terms of the energy, and the ideal would be the balance. Let me just see. You have been going on through some bad times lately. Okay, sorry. I'm really happy to help you. Doesn't matter that you're interrupting the teaching. You don't interrupt. It's part of it. If you like, write me a private message so we go slightly deeper into it, because I'm doing recording this, so it doesn't have the personal aspect of it, and obviously you probably don't want to, as you say, to wash their laundry right in the live chat. So write me a message and I can guide you, and I will help you the very best way. And obviously stay with the meditation, which I will start very soon. So we said the access, no problem, no problem. Let me see if I haven't forgot. That's it. So we expressing ourselves, we expressing the truth. That's very important. So if you have the access of your throat chakra energy, right? We said that people be speaking very loudly. They need to be right on every cost, so they can have very dominating voice, and this sometimes is the issue, that they just don't want to hear the truth, right? They don't want to listen. And again, you can compare it to what is happening right now. To some people, you can show them the various evidence. They don't want to hear it, they don't want to see it, because they're just going in their own thing. So as we said, inability to listen, and if we are unable to listen, we sometimes also, let's say, we also can express the emotions, right? As we said, that empathy is part of the emotions. We said the throat chakra is going together with that creativity, with the emotion and expressions of it. If you can't listen, usually you struggle also with these other emotions like compassion and kindness and so on. When your throat chakras got insufficient energy, we tend to be shy and we don't want to really speak up. Personally, I did have lots of imbalances in the throat chakra as well, and it went on a various scales. And I have, for example, block to sing. And it's quite interesting because lots of people say, oh, you are a yoga teacher, you can't sing. I mean, I can sing, but through my life something happened, and obviously I can, it's not that I don't have a voice, I can actually speak up. It's just something going on with the singing. So, and because it wasn't like this whole my life, but it just happened in a certain time of my life, this can be also related to your past lives, right? As we said, we lived many times, there are many realities, right? We have many experiences. So when I was younger, I danced, I performed, I was doing acting, and part of it was a singing, so I was doing singing and it was fine. So the later on, when it happened, it was sometimes in my 20s. So what I would suggest you, if you find that you are okay with speaking or public speaking and things like that, and just in the certain moment of your life, this block happens, start going into your meditation and ask your higher self if this is related to a different time of your life, not in the current life. Yeah, so in that case, you do need to do some release on the multidimensional level. So, and that can be done also through the, as I said, meditation. We have the crystal healing, we have Reiki, right? Because time and space doesn't exist. So then I would go in a different area. I just wanted to touch on this because, as we said, as we're going through these three higher chakras on the body, we start tapping into the intuition and we're going more through obviously the spiritual part of it as well. Now, also, if it's insufficient, we are insecure. So if you feel, as I said, fear of the public speaking, insecurity, that's also leading to that insufficient energy in a throat chakra. Now, on the physical level, if this chakra is not balanced, people tend to have a problem with the weight. Because as we said, for your throat chakra, what is guiding it in terms of a gland is your thyroid and parathyroid. Now, your thyroid and parathyroid producing various hormones, so it's the center of the hormonal balance as well. And one of the hormone is T3 hormone. So the T3 hormone actually is related to our metabolism. So you often find out when people's got thyroid issues, they do escalate on with the weight as well. And often when we do compression postures through the yoga, right, when you're squeezing your throat and neck, so you are actually stimulating your thyroid and your parathyroid, and therefore also balancing your hormonal system. Now, with the hormonal system, we know what's putting it off the track is stress. So generally, stress is not that good for you, but with the stress, we producing further your stress hormone, what's called cortisol. And the moment cortisol floods your body is not gonna lose any weight. Why? Because it's a stress factor. So your body start getting the alarm signal that something is going on and it's trying to protect yourself. And usually you start putting on weight around the waist area where are all the internal organs, because your body just subconsciously trying to protect the internal organs. Now your body doesn't know if you're stressing because you missed the bus or you're stressing because you're about to going to die. It's still the stress, yeah? So as we talked about with our previous workshops, Take Your Power Back, your sympathetic nervous system kicks in and there's your fight or flight and you really start going off the rail. So we said all imbalances, how it looks like when the chakra is balanced, and then we start the actual meditation. So when chakra is balanced, you can express yourself. You express yourself freely, openly, and you speak truth, right? And I think this chakra would be so important for every politician, right? For every government, for many establishments. So I would be doing it like a compulsory. You want to work here? Please, let's do a throat chakra meditation. Let's check your emotional intelligence. Hey, that's what they're doing lately with many leaders. But funny thing on side, so yeah, we said you express yourself freely, you can express your emotions, you express your thoughts, you know your life purpose. Yeah, so you trust your intuition. That's very important as well, because lots of things what's being taught at a school, we know it's no longer truth. They still keep teaching it. Um, Obviously, for some people, it's working that way, but the truth is that the intuition, right, and the electromagnetic field, what is created, it's the most important part is your heart. The brain is not as important, and that intuition, that gut feeling, that's that inner compass. What you need to learn how to trust, and we all do, right? And obviously, for the next couple of months, when we go even for the higher chakras, is even more important. But you see, all of the things is related. All of the energy centers are related. And if you have just one of these energy centers maybe blocked or misaligned or with different vibration as it should be, that already creating a disbalance in a body. And for the prana, for your energy or chi or ki, whatever you want to call it, each nations call it differently. The flow of the energy then is just not that smooth and can create some issues. Beautiful. So that's probably it, right? We know that also the ability of learning concentration is in your throat, but the most important is to be true to yourself and speak the truth. So in terms of theory, that would be probably it. Let's start our meditation. Now, if you're working with the crystals, right, you know that I do also crystal healing, you can go intuitively, right? But usually the colors are associated also with the throat chakra. I have here very beautiful celestine. So the celestine or also angelite, they would work with the higher chakras, also your throat. You have the turquoise, right? That would be the colors as well, the blue, the turquoise. I do work with a couple of different crystals as well for a throat chakra. You do it intuitively for obviously different client, but I do have here lovely lapis lazuli and sodalite. Now both of these crystals can be used for throat, but also for your third eye chakra. And as we had the workshop last month for the crystal healing, remember you can grid it. So you can grid it in a various shapes. So even when you do a seated meditation, you can put your crystals around you. I do use some grounding crystal as well, but it can be with or without. Now, as we mentioned last time, you can have an incense, so you can put the incense in a box, make it nice, safe. Or I do like to occasionally sage area, so you do have a sage or palo santo. You really want to make that space nice and clear, right? Because especially when you meditate and you're going in that meditative state, if you're not in the balance, we said all the vibration, all is the energy. So if I'm not balanced, if I feel very anxious and very down, there is also downfall to meditation. I would not go meditate because my vibration would be so low and you're attracting other lower vibrations, right? And if you're not sure how to protect yourself, sometimes people can do more harm than good, yeah? So before you meditate, create a space. Use that incense, use the crystals, make sure that you are in a good place. If you struggle, first do some nice breathing exercise, right? So nice deep inhale, exhale. Also, you can use some grounding stones. Usually when we are erratic and not ready to meditate, some grounding is needed. So grounding is good just to walk barefoot in the nature or use some of the darker crystals. So I'm gonna play the music. You can find a comfortable place and we'll start with our meditation. Last time the sound was so loud, something happened to my settings, so hopefully today we are good. Now, the hertz today I'm playing is 432. We talked about it before in a sound therapy, so it's really the divine connection. And it should raise your positive vibration and also connect yourself with divine. So I invite you, I'm going to have a sip of water before, to take a seat. Now, if you struggle with the knees or a hip, you know you can use a block either under your knees or you can have a pillow under your hip. Now, that slightly release any pressure through the hip area. You can meditate lying down. However, when you're new to meditation, it's better when your spine is nicely stuck up on top of each other and also your chakras, right? So we have that good connection and the nice flow of energy because the visualization really helps. And also you feel grounded. So we said it's important not just to be connected above, it's important to be connected below as well. So I'll start and I'm gonna use my lovely angelic tuning forks as well to just bring the nice energy in. So the angelic tuning forks, besides it clearing our crystals, can also bring us in the better vibration, what we want to achieve when we meditate. Now, if you like, you can set an intention for today's meditation. And as I said, if you feel that you do need to work on a throat chakra, dedicate it to yourself. If you feel like that your throat chakra is okay, dedicate this energy to the world. So people all around the world will speak truth. So close your eyes, nicely roll your shoulders back and go within. Observe the inflow and outflow of your breath. Inhaling deeply through the nose for at least 6 counts. And long exhale through your mouth for another 6 counts. Now, I want you to visualize a violet flame. Violet flame is your 5th dimensional protective energy. Now create a beautiful circle with this flame. Feel how it's giving you nice heat and protection. Now, for those who also working this angelic realm, invite Archangel Michael and his legion of angels to create a golden dome of protection for the healing space of you and the world. Now finally, I want you to visualize a pyramid composed entirely from a white light. It shimmers, it sparkles, and it's so beautiful. And I want you to place this pyramid so it completely encloses your body. Even the underneath of your body. So you are now fully enclosed with this beautiful, sparkling, shimmering white light. Now you're in that ultimate protection. Nothing can harm you mentally or physically. You are protected and safe. Now, take a nice deep inhale. Think of your issues or maybe areas you would like to improve. And with the exhale, let the all air out with all of this unwanted energy out. Now sit with the intention for today's meditation. Feel this in your heart, as only when we have that connection, heart, mind, higher self, we can manifest and heal everything. Now, I want you to start observing the area of your throat. How is your throat chakra area feel? How are your collarbones? How are your shoulders, neck, tongue, and ears? And now visualize a vortex of a blue light. What color of blue is this light in your throat? Is it a nice, sparkling turquoise blue? Or this is rather darker color. Now imagine the vortex of this blue energy spinning clockwise and counterclockwise. Visualize how this blue energy cleaning every organ, every area associated with this energy center. Visualize the most beautiful blue color clearing the area of your throat, your thyroid, your parathyroid, all 7 vertebrae of your cervix spine. And this blue color is now clearing and releasing all tight muscles on your shoulders. And slowly coming up through the whole area of your neck. How is your neck feels? And now this blue light is coming up to your ears, clearing all the area, clearing the area of your mouth and throat, area of your jaw. Now, I want you to imagine what it would feel like if you could openly express all your feelings. How would it feel like if you could say to everyone how you truly feel? Now imagine what it would feel like if everyone in this world was honest and could express their feeling truly. How this world would look like if everyone could be kindly expressive. Now imagine what it would feel like if you could express all your thoughts with kindness, but truth. How you would feel like if you always could speak up the truth. Now imagine what it would feel like if everyone in the world would express their true thoughts and their truth. how would this world looks like if every politician, every government, and every country starts speaking the truth? Now, imagine how would you feel like if you have this unlimited ability to learn anything you can? How would it feel like if everyone in the world would have that ability to honestly learn? How this world would look like, created, if everyone would have enough education and courage to speak truth. And by education, we don't mean a scholar system, but learning from intuition, learning from the higher self. So imagine what it would feel like if you would be intuitively connected to the divine knowledge of your highest self and universe. How would you feel like with all of these abilities? Create the vibration now within you, because the moment you get into this vibration, by law of quantum physics, it will come back to you, right? Your universal laws will bring you all of this energy back. So feel it. How would you be? How would you feel if you would have this vast knowledge and connection to all of the divine and yourself, as also you are divine being? Based in these emotions, in this vibration, now imagine what it would feel like if everyone in the world would be intuitive and connected to their highest self. How this world would look like, because that's where we are heading in a fifth dimension, dimension of love, dimension of connection. So create the most favorite timeline. Where would you like to live? And where the whole humanity can live in peace, truth, and harmony. Now imagine what it would feel like if we all could listen to each other with compassion. How the world would look like if we would be willing to listen to the truth. How this planet would be if there would be only the truth, divine connection, intuition, and unconditional love. Breathe into these emotions and vibrations so they can manifest. How this world would look like if the mainstream media would have to speak only the truth. How this world would look like if all scientists, doctors, police officers, and politicians had to speak only the truth. How beautiful and high vibrational this planet would be. As that's where we are heading. The golden age. More individuals wake up into these realities and possibilities, the faster this timeline becomes a truth. Now, I want you to visualize a beautiful big bubble composed entirely of a pink light. Now this pink light sparkles, shimmers, and it's another fifth dimensional frequency which has ability to transmute anything. Now, I want you to remember each time, the major ones, you were decisive, defensive, or you lie, and bring this negative emotion into this bubble. Anything what no longer resonates within you, bit by bit, one by one, place into this pink bubble. If it is fear of speaking up, put this fear inside this beautiful bubble. If it is a fear of trusting your intuition, place this fear in the bubble. Anything what you think might be blocking your throat chakra area and doesn't longer resonate with you, place in this pink bubble. You can also place there any physical issues if you have. If you have a problem with your thyroid, parathyroid, or perhaps weight issue, bring all of these negative, unwanted energies in this beautiful pink bubble. Place there all lies which you no longer want to follow or hold within. Feel how is your body lighter, how your neck and shoulders are lighter. And now visualize this pink bubble to start lifting off, up, up, up in the air, transmuting everything what no longer serves you or serve this world. And as this bubble coming up, up, up to the atmosphere, before it leaves this planet, it bursts and spreads all of this pink transmuted light through the world. Everything what was in it got transmuted to love. And this love and light and truth and honesty is now wrapping whole planet Earth. It sparkles with truth everywhere it touches. I want you to now visualize this beautiful pink light wrapping the whole planet and touching every country's government. Every army, every person, and bringing this beautiful love and truth into their heart. And as this beautiful pink light absorbs through the planet, it's helping raise the consciousness of the humanity. It's helping every soul with their connection to their highest self, to intuition, and to divine. Imagine how this would feel like if you live in such a perfect world, filled with love, honesty, truth, unity, oneness, and connection as through the higher realms as well through the Mother Earth. Now we're gonna do the final 3 deep breaths before we open the eyes. Inhaling through the nose, divine energy. Exhaling through your mouth, the truth and light. Again, inhale, deep inhale, all the divine love and energy. And exhale the ultimate truth and light. Make it a final deep inhale through the nose. And on an exhale, spread the love, light, and truth through entire planet and universe. Now slowly bring your consciousness in, and when you're ready, open up your eyes. Hopefully, you feel much more in peace and balance than when we started. Now, as always, through this meditation, I'm finalizing the workshop with a departing message from the angels or from the energy, depending what I have a guidance to. So we have a one angels, one energy, and this message, we clean the cards. So this message is gonna be for everyone who will be watching this meditation. Doesn't matter when, because there is no time and space in the universe. So we have the departing message. We have two. So we have a two, we have the Serafina and we have the Indriel. So there are two. I will read both and let me know which one resonates with whom. So first one is the Indriel, and talking about the light workers, right? So we are the light workers, and God needs us to shine our divine light and love on this planet, upon earth and upon all and upon all inhabitants. So this message is generally for the whole humanity, and if you guys are light workers, or if you're working with energy, or you are simple teachers, or any of these profession, we need to start shining the light within. And what is happening, we know that our light has been dimmed, or we're trying to dim our light, and bringing all this negative energy and depression into the community, into the world, where what is important for us to stay and shine. As I said, shining the truth, shining the honesty, and stay together, united. Only that's how we can change the world. Now, in terms of a bit more details, you have always had a burning desire to make the world a better place. It is a deep calling that is beyond time and space. You are often called into service during these ordinary circumstances, sometimes even in a tough times. Right now, your life's mission is expanding so you can reach even more people. This will require you to make some life changes that you will learn through your inner guidance, right? We talk about the intuition. You are deeply sensitive to other emotions, and it's important for you to clear it regularly. So another part, what is this card saying, is that yes, the truth is important. We're working with the light, we're holding the vibration now on this planet, even with the meditation, because of what's happening on outside, right? All this dishonesty and all these lies. We need to stay grounded, and we need to regularly clear ourselves as well. You know, sometimes the expression of the emotions, if you don't feel right, just say it. You don't need to play strong at all costs. Just say to your partner, to the work, to the place, the way how you feel. And also keep in mind, when you sensitive and when you empath, sometimes also the emotions what you feel might be absorbed from the environment, right? So the final message from here was to stay protected, keep clearing. It's your salt baths, it's the crystals, it's the incense. So if you really want to stay in your truth and in your connection to the divine, right, to your highest self, you need to keep clearing yourself up as well, so you're not picking up on anyone's energies as well. Now the next card was the Seraphina, and it was the angel of the family. But as intuitive, obviously this is not talking about your personal family, but as a family of the humanity, as a human race. And happy change is coming to your family, right? So we know this ascension, what started with the age of Aquarius in December, the 21st of December, raised the frequency of the planet, raising the consciousness of the humanity. So don't stay down. Yeah, with things what's happening, it's not gonna be like this for good. So the prediction saying that as of 2023, we are raising towards that golden age. We'll be peaking in 2032. So the humanity will be happier, better, and we will understand the unity and oneness, what will ultimately take us further. So have faith. Let me see if there is some more details. So that was rather intuitively. Now this card, because a lot of people, as we said, doing the grid work, doing light work, right, working with different healing modalities, and we said in yoga, right, and everyone is raising the consciousness. We are more connected to the divine, and therefore the help is coming. So right now the humanity is going through a period of adjustment, just to prepare for this better time. So even when you see a lot of lies around in the world, Lots of things now will start coming on the surface. Yeah, the light is shining where it was darkness. So going ahead now, there will be a lot of things what come into the light. So keep your intuition and your heart open. It's be very open to admit that perhaps you were wrong, right? We all were deceived to the point where we experience the awakening. So keep your mind and self open. If you hear the truth from independent media, don't let the people who trying to lie to just bubble wrap everything in a conspiracy theory. It's a very old trick. Don't buy for that anymore. Knowledge is power. Speak your truth. Find your truth. Be open to it. As we said, the truth can't be forced. No one forced you, but it needs to be learned. But in order to learn, you need to have ability to listen. Read between the lines. Keep your heart and mind open. And don't forget, this aligned throat chakra comes also your intuition. And if you read something or hear something, rather than stick with the logic mind and logic brain, go within. Ask your heart, what is truth on certain things? And of course, in order to have your intuition and divine connection on point, your body also needs to be a physically clean temple. By clean temple means we eating well, we exercising, we don't consume drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, right? We eating as organic as possible without GMO. And if I don't eat genetically modified food, I'm also not gonna inject myself with anything genetically modified, if you know what I mean. If I don't want to eat GMO, I most definitely don't want to become GMO. You know what I mean. Immunity lies within, in your divine blueprint. And there also lies the truth. And on this note, I will finish this meditation session with some theory about your throat chakra. Hopefully you are nice and grounded. Think of the stuff, right? This meditation will be on a replay. I always leave it on replay if you need more. If you have any questions, I know some of you already booked healing sessions, Reiki, quantum healing, hypnosis and stuff. That's why these healing modalities are, right? So if you feel stuck and you're not sure what is happening, the meditations doesn't work, some energy doesn't feel yours, you can also go through a past life regression. Quantum healing hypnosis is an amazing technique to find your life's purpose, right? We do also beyond quantum healing, what can be done remotely online. So there are ways how you go further. But the main thing is you need to want it. Yes, so don't have the tunnel vision. Keep your mind open, your heart open, and you will live in divine bliss. So lots of love, everyone. I will see you tomorrow morning for the yoga class. Next week we have the yoga workshop with arm balancing. And next month I will see you for your 6th chakra meditation. Namaste. Blessings to all.